Hey guys, welcome to today's HomeWOD. How about them burpees? Awesome. Great job. Loved seeing the videos. Some serious effort put in. Remember to post your scores in the comments of yesterday's video. That's going to act as our baseline because we are going to retest it. Now the good news is no burpees today. But what we do have is a two-part workout. All right, we're going to have a strength portion and then we're going to have a solid metcon. Part A is going to be our strength portion. And what we're looking to do today is get some upper body pulling in. Now that can be difficult when we're at home, but it's certainly not impossible. Now how it's going to work is we're going to have an 8-minute EMOM. So every minute on the minute, you're going to complete 5 reps. Now that is going to be 5 upper body pulls. Now we may need to get creative in this, but we're going to run through a few options now, and maybe some things you've got at home already. So number 1 is of course the good old pull-up. Now if you have access to a pull-up bar, then let's use that. Maybe you could use a loft in your house, take out that hatch, and if you want to get down there, but of course only be doing that if you're pretty confident that you've got some strict pull-ups. Now option number 2, all right, and this is our favourite. This is something that we should all have access to. So what we're going to do is find a bit of furniture, preferably a table. We're going to scoot ourselves underneath there, get the hands on the edge, and we're going to use that as a station to pull on, okay? So think about if we were doing a ring row in the gym, same thing, but we're going to use the table, okay? Now, depending on the height of your table, you may need to adjust your feet. Maybe you can put your feet on a chair and stuff as well if you want to make it a little bit more challenging. Or if you've got anything else that's kind of standing tall that we can get a good hold on and get those pulls in. Now remember, don't be holding on to any furniture that's not strapped to a wall or doesn't have a solid base, all right? I don't want any of them bookcases falling on top of you. And then option number 3, if we have some dumbbells or some kettlebells or just something relatively heavy, we can swap this out for a bent over row because the motion we're looking for the strength work is going to be that row, so we can do that in a standing position. Now, with that, it can be hard to find something heavy enough to get that resistance. So if we're going to go with the bent over row, just make sure we're adding in a good tempo, all right? So maybe 5 seconds on the pull and 5 seconds on the way down for each of the 5 reps. All right, so when you're done with that, we're going to move on to part B, which is going to be our metcon for today. So what we've got is 5 rounds for time of 30 loaded squats, 20 ground to overhead, and 10 bent over rows. And what we're looking for is to use the same load for all 3 movements. So let's look at those reps, all right? So it's 5 rounds with the 30 squats. That means we've got 150 in total. The 20 ground to overhead gives us 100, and then the 10 bent over rows is going to give us 50. So I want you to adjust your load based on that. The 150 squats is where the most of the work's going to be. Think Karen, 150 wall balls, so don't make it too heavy, nothing we're going to struggle through. We should be able to get through those 30 reps without breaking. Now with the ground to overhead, we can make that a 2-part movement similar to a clean and jerk, or we can make it a 1 like a snatch. Either way, let's make sure we're focusing on good mechanics, okay? We're not going to do a deadlift hinge swing. We're going to make sure we're sitting the hips down nice and low with a real nice starting position, using the legs to drive it up with some power, and then locking out over the top of the head. We should be able to cycle through all 20 reps, so let's have a few practice reps before we start. And then the bent over row, we're looking to get that back as parallel to the floor as we can, and a nice strong pull, pulling whatever that load happens to be all the way in to meet the chest. All right, so 30 squats, 20 ground to overhead, 10 bent over rows, 5 rounds as fast as possible. The transition should be fairly quick. You may even be able to hold on to that load the entire time, but get after it, have a few practice rounds before we go, and again, be careful with your loading. All right, guys, that is today's HomeWOD. Have fun with it. A nice 2-part of some strength and some metcon. Remember, if you've got any questions, just shoot them our way. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. Log your time for this workout. Post it in the comments in the YouTube video. That's going to act as our kind of virtual whiteboard now, the same way we use in the gym. And as always, snap a little video, stick it up on Instagram, and we'll share it with the team. All right, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow.